This is a production of WTVI PBS Charlotte.
Retirees Isaac and Shirley Coley enjoy working out. These newlyweds come to the Johnson C. Smith University Healthplex at least 3 times a week.
I want to live as long as I can and be as healthy as I can.
Both have hypertension.
I suffer with high blood pressure, really high at times, sometimes over 200. And the thing is that it's a silent killer because I don't feel it.
I want to do what I can to keep it under control and if possible, get it to where it's not really an issue with me.
But the gym isn't the only place where he exercises.
He gets every morning. I don't have to wake him to ask him, "You going to exercise?" He says, "I'm up, I'm out of here." By 7 o'clock, he's out. He doesn't walk far, he can't walk far, but he'll walk the driveway back and forwards, back and forwards.
Even though they often start out walking side by side,
You want my shoulder?
hypertension slows Isaac down, making it difficult for him to keep up.
See, everywhere I go now with my wife, she's walking ahead of me, and I have to do everything I can just to try to stay somewhere close to her.
So how important is it for patients to keep a log of their blood pressure?
That helps us tremendously.
Dr. Lee Yantz has been a cardiologist for 18 years, and she's diagnosed a number of patients with hypertension.
In this shot up here, you see the aortic valve, and this flow of color shows some leaking. So this heart has several things wrong with it. We'll use this very important information in treating the patient.
Smoking is a major trigger for high blood pressure.
So one of the best things you can ever do for yourself is find a way to quit smoking and using tobacco.
Checking your blood pressure several times a week and recording it in a journal is one of the best tools for managing hypertension.
Well, when I go back to my doctor, I like to share it with her so she'll see where I'm at.
Seeing your numbers on paper makes a big difference to me, and not just deciding whether you need more medicine, but which medicines and what time of day and how do we need to adjust things. It can make a big difference.
With so many hypertension drugs available, pinpointing the best one for you depends a lot on telling your doctor every medication you're taking.
And please be honest about what you are taking or not. If you're not taking a medicine, it would be very helpful to tell us. Otherwise, we may be making changes or adding more medicine because we're not seeing the response that we expect to see.
Losing just a little bit of body weight could make a major impact.
Even a 5 or 10 pound weight reduction can drop your blood pressure down nicely and even enable you to get off medication sometimes if your doctor recommends it.
When we're talking about hypertension, one of the key things we focus on is lowering that salt intake.
Jennifer Anderson is a registered dietitian at the Heart and Vascular Institute with Novant Health.
There's a lot of hidden sources of sodium. Most people think, oh, it's the salt that I'm using at the dinner table, using the salt shaker. But really, the majority of salt that we consume comes from our processed and prepackaged foods.
Anderson recommends not exceeding 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. That's a little less than 1 teaspoon of salt.
If we're thinking about a meal, we really want to strive for between 400 to 500 milligrams of sodium for that meal. For snacks, we really would like to have low sodium products, and that's less than 140 milligrams per serving.
And don't be surprised if you find high sodium in foods you thought were healthy.
We think of soup as a healthy food, but a lot of soups are high in sodium, so we need to read the label. Also, things that don't seem salty, like an apple pie from a fast food restaurant, might have a lot more sodium in it than you suspect.
While most people are only concerned about the total calories per serving, paying closer attention to the sodium amounts on food packages is key to controlling high blood pressure. Caffeinated sodas and alcohol can make your blood pressure rise, but that's not all.
Sleep apnea is often poorly diagnosed or undiagnosed in people, particularly women. It's a very common problem and a very dangerous problem. Untreated sleep apnea clearly causes high blood pressure.
The bottom line?
Unfortunately, everything on our list is very important. All these things can impact you.
I hear other people say, "Oh, I've been married for 30 years, 40 years. Well, we're in our late 60s. I don't know if we'll make 30, but I want all that we should have. And the only way we can have that is to get out, exercise, eat properly, and just try to have a good life.
By exercising and implementing lifestyle changes now, The Coleys hope to share many more years together by each other's side. For Carolina Impact, I'm Jeff Rivenbark reporting.